Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm going to be talking about Japanese Weiss Schwarz production issues. Yes, there are some production issues, specifically talking about the reprints. So I actually got my Sword Art Online 10th anniversary light novel version right here. I did not get allocated. I got everything that I wanted. And here's the anime version. I like having them side by side. It looks really cool that way. Now, I got some email, I got some comments from people asking me, where the heck do I buy some of this light novel goodness? And you know what I told them? I don't know, because it looks like everywhere is sold out at this point. It led to massive disappointment because some of the emails told me they bought from sellers and the sellers had to refund their money because they got allocated. Now, just to remind you, what actually happened was there were reprints announced and they were shipping out from Weiss Schwarz. They got a date of April 24th for Disney 100 and Pixar Characters. We got a date of April 26th for Sword Art Online 10th Anniversary and Hololive Production Volume 1. If you're following with the dates, that means in 1 week's time, they're shipping out 4 different reprints. That seems really insane because it actually was. There is going to be a reprint of Hololive Production Volume 2 that comes out on May 17th and Project Sekai sometime early June 2023. Why I say this is kind of insane is just think about what happened with Disney 100. The Disney 100 release got allocated wave ones and twos and all that other good stuff that's going to happen in the future. But you could see if they can't actually produce enough for Disney 100, the initial release, why are we seeing reprints of 4 different products in 1 week? That is insane. I don't know what's going on in that production factory, that printing press, but I imagine there's some dude pressing down on the print button forever. This dude is never letting go of that, or he's like clicking the button like this. He's just hitting it over and over and over again until his fingers just fall off or they run out of ink. But no matter what's going on here, there is not enough product that's going out because people are really pissed. And I'm going to show you why. The reason why is you have a capacity issue, right? There are new releases and there are reprints that is taking place. And if you see the different dates that I'm going to tell you, you're going to see exactly why we're running into this issue. So Hololive Production Volume 2 came out on March 24th, Disney 100, April 7th. Love Live Premium Booster Box, April 15th. Chainsaw Man, April 21st. D4DJ, April 21st. Puzzle and Dragons, we got some bit of time there, which is May 19th, and that's where they wedged in all the reprints. Lycoris Recoil, June 2nd. We got Chainsaw Man, June 16th. Uma Musume 2 trial decks, June 23rd. Uma Musume Booster Box on June 30th. Spy Family, July 21st. Nothing yet scheduled for August. And then Dengenki Bunko, that is popping up on September 1st. I'm really excited for that one. It should be really cool. Why is there... I did not notice this. I don't know if any of you noticed it, but there are 2 different trial deck versions of this. You have a Weiss side and a Schwarz side. So 2 different trial decks and a booster box on September 1st. That is going to be pretty insane, if I don't mind saying myself. But you can see right here, you have this giant battle for printer capacity. And with the new releases just by themselves, they are really forcing the issue. When we think about Weiss Schwarz print to demand, that was always the understanding from what most people believe this actually was, right? We pre-order this sucker, you do it by a certain date, and Weiss Schwarz puts it into the little printer machine, print this many, and out we go. We get our products, and everybody's happy that pre-ordered it. Anyone that didn't pre-order it, you're kind of screwed. That's how it worked. In this scenario, do you think these reprints were print to demand? My answer to that is no. There is no freaking way that actually happened. My thought process on this was they took pre-orders for this, and instead of actually looking at that pre-order, what they would have done, again, this is just my guess, I don't know, I don't work there, was someone said, okay, print this many of Disney 100, Pixar Characters, Sword Art Online, Hololive, Print, this many that hopefully should cover it. And what happened instead was there was a lot of demand for it. And when they finally took a look at the sheets, they're like, oh crap, you know what? That was not enough. Especially when you look at Disney 100, that the pricing on there pretty much tells you there was not enough of that stuff that was printed. Apparently for Sword Art Online, light novel as well, that was not enough. So if I take a look here on eBay, yes, eBay, I know there are other places to look. This is just the easiest for me. What I'm seeing right now is $140 on these booster boxes. That was what it was before, but maybe it'll change later on if we do see reprints. By the way, I personally would not buy this. I would save the money for Disney Lorcana. It is a different game. It is coming out in August or September, depending if you have a local game store to actually purchase product from. That's where I would be going. Because why deal with this product when you can actually read and play with the English versions when it comes out over here? Unless you just like the art, but even then I tell you just to buy the singles. Sword Art Online light novel version, as you can see, they are about $100, give or take $5 up, plus or minus there. So you can see, even though it got allocated, people didn't get all of their stuff. It does actually have a pretty high premium compared to what you could have actually bought it for, which I bought it for about $56. So it's a pretty good amount of money difference between the two, even with a reprint. But again, not everybody got their stuff, unfortunately. Pixar, we have boxes. They were before the reprint about $140. Now they're still roughly around $100. I know some people wanted more of that. They didn't actually get it, so hopefully there'll be more reprints in the future. And lastly, Hololive, make sure if you do what I'm about to do, figure out what you're going to buy and make sure that's what it's saying in the description. Right here on eBay, you can see this is Hololive Production Booster Box 2021, and this is the Japanese version. You don't see Kiara in the top right. Kiara in the top right meant it was volume 2. This is volume 1. The hard part about this with eBay, when you search it, you're going to get back volume 2. You're going to get back Japanese, English, volume 1, a whole lot of different things. So make sure when you go out here, and if you buy from here, make sure you know what you're actually purchasing before you actually do that. So there are a lot of lessons that come from all of this. I think Bushiroad really needs to either add some printers, add some capacity, do what Pokemon did and buy a print group if they don't actually already own one. I don't know for sure, but you can see right here they are struggling to actually produce enough product at this point. It's actually very sad that you have customers that want this stuff and you are not able to capitalize on it. This is a self-inflicted wound, definitely, just because you could see they are doing it to themselves with this release schedule. Now, I will actually defend the release schedule, even though it is insane. The reason why they're doing this is fairly obvious to me. They need to get this stuff out as fast as possible. Not only just to defend itself against competitors, but also while the IP is hot, right? Think about Lycoris Recoil. When did season 1 actually finish, and what day is it today? Right, so this comes out on June 2nd, 2023. There was a lot of time since Lycoris Recoil came out till the actual card release. Same thing with Chainsaw Man, right? They pushed out the trial deck on April 21st. The booster box is coming out on June 16th. Again, they wanted to do that to capitalize on the hype while it's still there. More time that goes by, you're thinking about Oshinoko, right? You're thinking about that. You're thinking about some other anime. You're not thinking about Chainsaw Man because that was months ago, and that's how we are as a people. Our attention moves on to something else. Now, I will say to the sellers out there, it is a lot easier to keep a customer than actually find a new one, right? There's that saying. The problem here is I've seen people actually tell me they are never going to shop from you again because you canceled their order and refunded their money. And you could go, well, my distributor said I could purchase this much, but did it really make a lot of sense? I remember when Disney 100 came out there were people questioning literally questioning and saying, can you actually secure this much product? And people are saying, yeah, my distributor said it should be fine. And then when it came out, it was not fine. It did not make sense that you could actually get that much product. So what do you do there, right? Do you just have people on hold? Do you not collect money? Do you get a deposit or something like that? So at least it's not the full amount there. But all I know is there are some really pissed off people out there. And even though you might be at the top of your game right now, you might be on a really nice pace, you got more customers than you can actually deal with. It's just as easy for those customers to go out there and find somebody else to purchase product from. So definitely do be careful on that one. Bushiroad also does have another problem with actual forecasting. You take a look at this melon bread. So out here, this delicious melon bread came with a Shayna PR. And this was at the Bushiroad Card Game Festival. Yes, Card Game Festival. You can see all these different games that they have, all these different cards out here. You take some pictures with some stand-ups. But the interesting part was they had a cafe there. And at this cafe, they had some delicious food. Let's just zoom in on that. There you go. You got some delicious food, but with this delicious food comes PRs. Yes. I just want to look at the food again. Oh man, that looks good. So we got some stickers. We got Rebirth for you. We got Weiss Schwarz Blau, and of course, Weiss Schwarz. So you can purchase up to 1 meal per person per account. So right here, there was a notice that happened that said Sheena's Crunchy Melon, I can't read that. Melon bread sold in the food area was sold out due to great success. Congratulations, Bushiroad. There's only one problem with that. Only one. It should be noted that it is sold out at 11 o'clock. It's sold out at 11 o'clock. People are in line. They bought up that bread, you know. They really love that bread. And as you can see here, I want you to distribute at a later date so that no one can benefit like this. It's frustrating. Take a look at those prices on there. That is pretty nuts. That's pretty sweet. You got free bread. You get a trip into the Bushiroad Cafe and you make some money. That's pretty awesome. And then it says, another person wrote, please reflect on it properly and make use of this reflection point for the next event. And another one said, players can't buy and resellers are all smiles. Look at this. Okay, all smiles. Yeah, yeah. And lastly, I had to try my hand at a joke. And it was either lame or people didn't get it translation-wise. But I said, gotta get that bread. Gotta get that bread. Gotta get that bread. Okay, anyways, you can see the problem here. It's one of those ones where I don't know how they're forecasting this stuff. People love it. You could have sold more, but you can't. And that is the moral of the story right here. You have reprints, you have product that people really want, but you can't actually produce enough to sell to people. And it's causing a lot of heartache at the seller level, maybe distributor level, but at the final customer level as well. And it's just slipping away from you. You have really amazing products. You don't have to actually print as many of these as you can, right? We want high quality IPs. You give it the time that you need to, maybe put one out a month, look at any reprints that actually need to be done, and I think that's pretty solid. I don't think you need to shove as many IPs out here as you can. I get the reason why, but maybe in the end that hurts your business overall versus actually helping it. So that is everything. Hopefully you learned something. Good luck out there. I would say if you don't have this stuff, wait for a possible reprint to come. There is no guarantee there is going to be a reprint. But would you rather have one box of Sword Art Online light novel edition, or would you rather have some of the new stuff coming up? That's where you are left with, right? Do you want to pay $150 for Disney 100 when you could just buy Disney Lorcana when it comes out for English? So do keep that in mind while you're out there. I know the hype feeling is strong and it makes you want to get it. You FOMO into these suckers. But at the same time, do you really want that in the end? I don't know. I can't tell you what to do. For me, it's not worth it. So have fun, be happy, and don't spend anything outside your budget. Have a good one.